What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So it's that time again to do another sassy anti-makeup haul where we talk about some things that I ain't gonna be buying. I haven't done one of these videos in a while because honestly there hasn't been like big spurts of new products coming out or like products that I was just completely against. But it's about to be holiday makeup season where brands are popping out stuff just be popping out stuff and to be greedy and compete with each other. I'm not gonna get the disclaimer of please don't get mad at me, this is just for fun, this is just for entertainment, don't get offended, blah blah blah. No, if you can't see the enjoyment in this and the inspiration that I'm trying to be, like I'm trying to inspire you guys to not feel like you have to buy every single new thing that comes out, like save your money. So before we get started, if you're new here, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. I post videos twice a week and we talk about everything from makeup to skincare to hair care, all things beauty, all in one place. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you stick around, and also turn your bell on so that you never miss an upload. And while we're talking about it, while it's fresh on your mind, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you end up enjoying it, if you want to see more like it. I know you haven't watched it yet, but trust me, you're gonna enjoy this one. And without further ado, let's talk about some stuff that I'm not gonna be buying. So the first product I have is the new Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. So right now the whole trend is the yellow honey golden themed palettes, and I mean I feel like they definitely have a demographic, but I just don't really see the appeal in them. I feel like it's just very monotoned and there's not really a lot of variety that you can create with one palette. But this to me just screams boring. The formula of Urban Decay shadows are not that good. They were good back in the day when there was no competition and they had like a monopoly on everything, but this is just blech. Next up is this palette from a brand called Glamlite. I've never heard of this before, but it's on Trend Mood, so someone's heard of it. But this is the Glamlite Paint collection. And as you can see, there's an eyeshadow palette, there's some false lashes, there's some liquid lipsticks and brushes. But I'm mainly talking about the eyeshadow palette because I feel like that's the biggest appeal for everyone. But this to me, like I see what they're trying to do with it, but this looks like something from Claire's. I understand that the whole like rainbow eyeshadow palette is it's a trend right now. But number one, this is bulky as hell. To me, this is just overboard. Like this is just too much rainbow. Next up is a palette that has been around for a while, and there's gonna be a lot of palettes in here. Like there's always a lot of palettes in these anti-makeup hauls because that's all anyone ever does. But this is the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. And yeah, this has probably been out for at least 6 months or so. But if you don't know, I'm just not the biggest Jeffree Star fan. I feel like people so easily forget that he has the worst personality and character traits known to man. I'm not gonna support a shit person just because they come out with good makeup. All that aside, this palette to me, again, I'm so over these like monochromatic palettes that have like one theme and there's no variety. In my opinion, blue is just one of those colors that even though, you know, the trends will kind of come and go with, oh, a pop of teal and a pop of blue and a pop of this and a pop of that, blue is just a color for me that never looks good, and it's so hard to work with and it's so hard to pull off. And I understand like if you just like to be creative and artsy and you just like to play with color, that's fine. But for me, blue always puts me in mind of just like gaudy makeup. Next up on my list of things I am not buying is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop skincare line. So this is all like water, I think it's supposed to be all like watermelon scented, and it's just very summery themed. And nothing against e.l.f. skincare, I just don't trust e.l.f. skincare. No, I mean, no offense if you've tried this and you're older, but I just feel like this is definitely geared towards a younger audience because of the vibrant, vivid colors, and it's watermelon scented. I'm also just not into a lot of fragrance anymore. Like, I feel like it's stupid and pointless and we don't need it. I'm gonna stick to Korean beauty and Korean skincare. It actually works. Oh, next up, we gotta grace these videos with some Too Faced stuff because around August and September, Too Faced is kicking it out. They're just doing so much around the holidays, but I just don't like their business plan. I don't like how they're all about quantity instead of quality. This is the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. So I think this is a part 2 to the original gingerbread palette that was last year's holiday thing. That was a really popular palette, and I'm not really sure how these two compare. I mean, it looks pretty similar. It's a very similar vibe. I'd have to see them side by side to be able to, you know, compare them. But again, it's literally like every other Too Faced palette and every other holiday palette that they're going to come out with this year. Oh my god, and there's like 15 more pictures within this one post that Trend Mood shared where there's like 15 more products. There's another eyeshadow palette, there's a little blush quad. I mean, how many eyeshadows do you need? How many palettes do you need around the holidays? I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, we already have another one. Okay, so this is the Too Faced Shake Your Pom Poms palette. So this is a little mini palette with 2, 4, 6, 8 shadows, and once again it looks like literally every other palette they have. I also want to point this out in case you're someone that does get suckered in by packaging and by new holiday releases. Just know that whenever the holidays are over and those products have been discontinued because they were limited edition and your favorite YouTubers aren't talking about them anymore, you're probably not going to gravitate towards them. But then next year there's going to be like 20 more new things come out for the holidays, and it's, you know, rinse and repeat. So don't get suckered by holiday stuff. We have another Morphe product on the list, and I'm going to be quite honest. I don't have as much of a hatred for Morphe as everyone else seems to. I don't like them. I mean, they're schemy, sketchy, you know, oh, this is limited edition, but we're going to bring it back next year and it's actually permanent. Like, they're one of those brands. Everyone acts like, oh, their eyeshadows are the absolute worst formulation and their brushes are the absolute worst. No, they're not the worst. If you think that Morphe stuff is the worst, you haven't tried much. This is the Morphe 35H Hotspot Artistry palette. The right side of the palette, that's fine. I mean, if they had done that, honestly, I probably would have been more about it because I love that shade selection. So maybe this is more personal preference. I mean, this is all personal preference. But it's that left side. It's that whole gimmicky, oh, blue is a trend. Here's your side of blue. I'm sorry, but no one is working with blues except people on Instagram. I don't know, like, I just feel like Morphe is just one of these brands that's getting very stale, and they're once again just repeating themselves and just coming out with the same thing over and over again. Next up is the NARS Orgasm mini set for $39. So I'm not really sure if this is a limited edition holiday set, if it's going to be permanent, whatever, but it's got the Orgasm oil infused lip tint, the Orgasm Afterglow lip balm, and the Endless Orgasm palette blush / highlighter duo. So I feel like NARS has just been beating a dead horse for a long time. And mad respect to him for the originality of the NARS Orgasm blush because it's still the #1 best-selling blush on the market. But the problem is they have seriously run the idea of it into the ground, and it's like, let's have a blush and a highlighter and a bronzer and a lipstick and a lip gloss. Get a new idea. Come up with something else that's original. Like, this is not original anymore. Next up is another Urban Decay product. I'm not trying to pick on Urban Decay. Nothing against them or anything, but they are coming out with some new stuff, or not really new stuff, but they're recycling and slightly vamping up old stuff. They came out with the new scented all-nighter setting spray, so it's supposed to be summer solstice. Is it solstice or solstice? I've never known how to pronounce that word. Whatever. It's like a summer scented setting spray. They will not stop with the selling point of fragrance, and it kills me. To put scents and fragrances in anything is literally just a selling tactic. It's literally just because smell sells. And there's nothing wrong with the original all-nighter setting spray. And making it a different fragrance doesn't make it work anymore. It's like, can you not come up with a completely new idea? Can you not come out with an actual new product that may work even better than all-nighter? No, we gotta appeal to people and their sniffers because that's what sells. So next up is the Dominique Cosmetics Rustic Glam palette. So this is another blue-toned, blue-themed palette, but it does have some neutrals thrown in there. It's got a purple, an orange, a corally pink, a teal, a couple of shimmers, blah, blah, blah. But here's my thing. I've never bought anything from her brand. It could be an amazing formula. It may be super high quality. I've never heard anything bad about them. And I don't know anything about her. I don't watch her or anything on YouTube. But her stuff just seems to be very dull. And for me, arrangement can really make or break something. So maybe if they were arranged differently, where I could see it, I don't know, just see it in a different way, it may appeal to me more. But in my opinion, her palettes, like from what she's come out with in the past and this one, they just really don't have a lot of cohesion. Like, yeah, there are some looks that you can create with this. And once again, you know, you got that pop blue, whatever. But I don't know, I'm just not really into it. And then we have some lipsticks. So these are the Kat Von D Studded Kiss Cream Lipstick Capsule Collection. So I don't know if this is actually, like, they're all sold as one. There are 6. Here's my problem. I feel like she is a one-trick pony. I feel like she comes out with the same kind of stuff. And you know, she is appealing to a certain demographic. Like if you like Kat Von D's style, then you probably like her makeup. But like these shades, they're just kind of weird. They're not wearable. Like none of her stuff is wearable. And that's why I say she's like a one-trick pony. Like everything is, you know, kind of like gothic and kind of, you know, dark and grungy. She's not really appealing to a wide audience. She's appealing to this one little niche and not really spreading it out very much. Millie Bobby Brown is coming out with a new skincare makeup line. It's called Florence by Mills. And I'm not trying to knock a teenager. Like I'm not trying to like haze or bully a teenager or anything, but she's 15 years old. This is very much geared towards people around her age. I even read an article that said it was for the Gen Z. This is just one of those things to me where they're just using her name and her popularity to slap it onto a brand that they want to promote, because you cannot tell me that this 15-year-old was hands-on in creating a beauty line. You can't convince me of that. So it looks like it's just a very simple line. Like it looks like a cleanser, a moisturizer, toner, blush, lip products, mascara, eye pads. Why does a 15-year-old need eye pads? But yeah, I just feel like they're using this little girl's name to make a quick buck, and I just don't think that's okay. But yeah, that's all the sass you're gonna get from me today. I really hope I inspire you guys to watch your coin a little bit more, because consumerism is a real thing. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah.